Energy 2050 is an NGO, a French-based NGO, working in the 50 countries. So far we are quite broad enough, and we work on a systemic approach on sustainable development. So it means to avoid locking effects, working only on some sectors. So we work on climate change, cities, buildings, energy issue, and also gender issue, as well as, let's say, finance on carbon. So it's quite broad.
Okay, and how does your work link with the climate process here in Paris?
In fact, we are deeply involved in the process because we are working with Francophonie here, so it's a network of 80 countries. We have produced a guide for negotiation. We have also produced a guide for citizens. And here, for example, we have been supporting 7 INDC, so in some African countries. We are also dealing with a lot of, let's say, concrete example on carbon issue. We have our own calculator on carbon issue. We want to work on adaptation as well as on attenuation, mitigation. So I would say we have both political approach as well as concrete things, let's say, based.
So for the uninitiated, INDCs are the climate plans that countries are submitting to the UN process. So you've been working with 7, I think you said, African countries on that. Tell me a bit more about what that partnership involved.
Well, I would say INDC, for our experience so far, it has been really inclusive, thanks to different, let's say, training and also group to work before, let's say, the process to be started. It has been supported by the French government, and for example, we have supported the process in Togo, and it has been quite interesting because the full vision has to come to a low carbon development strategy with co-benefit on mitigation. So I think we want to reverse the process. This is the vision of the NGO. We don't want to, for example, Togo is 0.03%. And even in 2030...
Of global emissions.
Sure, it makes almost nothing. And even if they increase deeply the emission, it will be almost nothing at the end. So for them, development is the main strategic issue. So we want to make them confident that entry point can be resiliency, adaptation with co-benefit, and like that you can embrace cities, buildings, energy, agriculture, land issue, and I think it has been a quite creative issue, and we are glad of the process. But I think for all this kind of country, we need to reverse the process. They are not here to change the world, they are here to develop. We need to support them to have a low carbon development, but not to change the process. Otherwise we miss the point.
So you need to work with countries on what their priorities are and what they want to achieve. And tell me what you want to see out of Paris in terms of a climate deal. What kind of things you think are really important to have in there?
I would say I don't want to repeat, let's say, the blah blah as usual, because everybody says the same story. We want a blah blah, global, ambitious. But I would say, from my perspective, I want something to be trust enough to make people confident for the process. This is exactly the vision of Energy 2050. We want to transform constraint into opportunities. We think that so far the process is so badly organized, and we need to reverse the process again, because we are going to have such a lot of cloaking effects. It's a disaster. So if we are enough clever and we trust together that the process can make sense, we can create something as innovative, but all the things are here. So we just need to transform to make possibles be enough credible to make concrete things and to scale up the process. So we are not afraid about the potential ambitions. We are just afraid about the stupidity of the process, because so far we just repeat things, we just demonstrate evidence. So we know the story. So don't advocate, just put some figure, and frankly speaking, I think we can change the trends, but we just need to concrete things now.
And just put it into action. Okay, absolutely. Thank you, Stéphane.